everybody. Welcome back to Captain Salty's channel and another edition of Cold Waters. What we'll do today is let's do some sub hunting, and we'll continue our campaign with a 688i, and we'll see how that goes. In case you're wondering, you probably not, maybe you forgot about it, we did find two subs, a Russian and a German sub with the same signature, and we did contact Captain X and he fixed it. So there's a new edition out, a new version out of his Playable Subs mod on github.com, and we'll try to put the link in the description down below. Let's check our status report here before we get too far away. We have TASMs, Moss 21, we're fully loaded. We have tankers and tenders, rendezvous near the Barents Sea. It's a long ways away. Usually we don't finish these first missions. I'm sure that'll be fixed in due time, but we'll head in that direction. See what we can find. And as we're sailing up here, I see a subgroup in the Norwegian Sea up north of us, where my mouse pointer is. Maybe we can get him. I also see our mission up in the right hand corner in the Barents Sea, so I don't think we'll get there in time anyway. So let's stop and see what we found here. Our depth is 150 feet, heading is 318. We have a contact at 326, off to our right, 10 knots. Thermal air at 128 feet. All hands man battle stations.
On sonar, lost contact.
Slow to 5 knots.
For 5 knots. Maneuvering eye. Con sonar, new contact bearing 326. Designated
We're right in the shadow
1.
zone. There's our first contact, Sierra 1. Let's go to signature panel, see if we can ID him.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 291.
We already checked our depth.
Designated Sierra. Con maneuvering, making turns for 5 knots.
Okay, let's go through the subs. I see some lines off to the right there and the higher frequency, lower frequency. That looks really good. We'll call that a Charlie 1.
Con sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
Yeah, now we have a Victor 3.
Con sonar, Sierra
That
1
looks even
is
better.
classified as submerged submarine.
Let's see what that Victor 3 looks like. It can do 29 knots. Has a 1,300 foot test depth.
Con sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as submerged submarine.
And we do have a Sierra 2. A Victor 2.
Con sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as submerged submarine.
We have a couple of hunters out here. Let's see if we can turn this around. And we're going to take it down to 900 feet.
Make depth 900 feet, dive by.
Torpedoes are ready. Our solution is 44%. That's on the Victor 2. Victor 3 is 35%. We have a better solution on the one further away for some reason. Probably because we're not pointing directly at him like we are with a Victor 3. Victor 3 is bow on, so we only have the bow sonar. Listening sonar to ID him. But if we change course, we should firm up both. They're fairly close. Their range is 5,400 yards.
Come left to 281, helm I.
That's to the Victor 3.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 322, designated Sierra 3.
And covered another one. Could it be a third sub? Or something else? Now we change course to the left to bring our towed array around. Gotta go through all the ships here. Wonder if it's a merchant. We'll find out. Cannon? No. Should find out shortly. Andazan?
Con
Looks
sonar,
pretty good.
Sierra 3 is classified as merchant. Con, helm, steady course.
Okay, we have the Victor 3. Solution is going up. I'm sorry, the Victor 2. Too many Victors. Okay, we have a range for around 16,000 yards. Let's go to fire point procedures on the Victor 2. Bearing 289. Range to enable about 3,000 yards. We'll make a range to enable around 1,500 yards. Well, let's go.
Shoot 2-1.
What we're doing is we're enabling that torpedo past the Victor 3.
Shoot 2-2.
But we
Aye,
might
sir.
activate both of them since they're far apart in their direction and course. There we got a sonar ping from the Victor 3. He knows we're here. We activate both torpedoes in that case. Let's close that window. Recognition manual. Yeah, he's pinging us. We have a solution of 83%. And the Victor 2.
Con, fire control, weapon
He
acquired.
was close. Look how close the Victor 3 is. And the Victor 2.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Now we don't want to home in on both, so let's steer this tube 1. You notice I start to move tube 2 over there, but why have them cross wires? So let's let that go back on the Victor
Con,
3.
dive at 900 feet, dive aye.
Take tube 1 and bring him over. Victor 3 is getting out of dodge. Victor 3, as you can see down below in the lower left-hand corner, he's doing 29 knots. Take a look at our torpedoes here. That looks like the Victor 3. He's cavitating. Victor 2, he's down
Con
a little
sonar,
bit deeper.
noisemaker bearing 323.
We're going to make this difficult, huh?
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
We'll steer that weapon back over. You can kind of watch their path there in the lower left-hand panel. Or from the view in the main window. He's trying to evade. Looks like I made that torpedo too shallow.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
That's alright. We'll come back around. And our torpedo's going
Con, fire control,
deeper
weapon
as well.
acquired.
We are helping to steer it a little bit.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing. Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
We're getting closer. I think he's pretty much toast in this run.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 298.
Right in the engine room.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 337.
Okay, now it would be a little bit
Contact
easier
breaking up.
concentrating on the second target. Let's reload tube 2. It's not cavitating.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
But he knows we're here. We're helping this torpedo as well.
Con sonar, noisemaker
Not that we need
bearing
to, but sometimes it shortens up the
299.
video a little bit for you guys.
Con, fire
This
control,
is the
weapon
Victor
acquired.
2.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
He's dropping countermeasures like crazy, but it won't do him any good.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
And
Con sonar lost
Right on the
contact.
control
Sierra
room.
2, last bearing 297. Contact breaking
okay,
up.
both targets are down, sunk. No torpedoes in the water. Should be able to end this mission. Oh, let's see what we got up here. I forgot. The Andazan.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
I believe that's a Russian merchant. It's fair game, so why don't we add him to our tonnage? No, don't blow ballast.
Make turns for 3, 8, 9.
Now we'll use time
Maneuvering on.
compression. We'll change course right for him.
Come right to 328. Helm aye.
Close that window. And we'll use,
Con
as I
sonar
mentioned,
lost contact.
we'll use
Sierra
time compression
3,
here to
last
help us
bearing
get to him. I
330.
would like to see
Contact
his
faded.
flag before I send him to the bottom.
Con, helm, steady course.
It's only 7,000 tons, but it's still, it'll help. That's his last known position. I suspect by the time we get there, he'll be someplace else, but not far away. And we are using time compression, as I mentioned before.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 3, 8, knots.
Now, what we're doing basically is, hopefully we're cleaning out the Norwegian seas, cleaning out some of these submarines so we can go after some surface ships on our next mission, our next video. I would like to see a large surface contact, like carrier and warships and merchants. Hopefully we'll do that. I don't know, I think we might restock before then, depending on how many torpedoes we use. Now, we could have got this guy with a missile, but again, I wanted to get really close and get a firm identification on him, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's slow down to 5 knots.
Make turns for.
Con sonar regained
There he is,
contact
he's
on
north.
Sierra 3, bearing 0.
Come right to 0, 0, 0. Helm aye.
Okay,
Con helm.
increase speed to 38
Make
knots.
turns for 3, 8 knots.
He is
Maneuvering
going
aye.
east. And we'll get to that position, last known position.
Con
He should be
maneuvering.
pretty
Making
close.
turns for 3, 8 knots.
After all, I think he was only doing around 17 knots. Ah, 13 and a half knots, okay. So we're closing at more than 20 knots.
Come right to 0, 2, 2. Helm aye. Con helm. Steady course.
Con sonar
There he
regained
is.
contact on
He should be
Sierra
about
3, bearing
2,000 to
0,
3,000
4,
yards
4.
away.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Okay, we're gonna go to
Make
periscope
depth
depth.
4, 5 feet, dive
We're
high.
gonna use the scope, take a look at him.
Come right to 0, 6, 2. Helm aye. Make turns for 1, 0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
And again, is this really necessary? Could have fired a missile at him? No, it's not necessary, but I just want to get close and see what he looks like. Get eyes on passing 700 feet, coming in periscope depth. Our speed is 10 knots.
Con helm. Steady course.
His speed is 11 knots, so he doesn't get away from us while we're coming to the surface. And
Make turns for 1, 5 knots.
in fact, we're
Maneuvering
increasing
aye.
our speed to 15 knots, so we still
Con
close.
maneuvering. Making turns for 1.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Make turns for 1, 0 knots.
And
Maneuvering
our
aye.
increments on our plot about 500 yards, so he should be about 1,000 yards away.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
A little more than that. Okay, we're at periscope depth. Once we slow down to 5 knots, we'll put up the scope. I don't think we'd have a problem at
Raised.
6 knots, but
Con maneuvering.
We'll see.
Making turns for 5 knots.
okay. He's at about 046, 043. Nice moonlight. close. Does have the Russian flag.
Con, dive at 4-5 feet. Dive by.
It's kind of impressive with a scope shot. Okay, we're gonna do a snapshot bearing 040.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir. Con,
Activate.
fire control. Weapon acquired.
Now I think we'll watch through the scope. Change our
Come
course.
left to 028. Helm aye.
And we'll watch our torpedo go in. Normally we wouldn't do this if there were enemy battle
Con, sonar
battleships
lost
around,
contact.
destroyers.
Sierra 3, last bearing,
But it's kind of a cool
035.
visual.
Contact breaking up.
And he's down. Sinking by the stern.
Downscope. Lower the ESM mast.
It's a trawler, but it's a German, it's a Russian trawler, so all's fair. Excellent initiative, but not your mission target. We know that. We know we're going to miss it. Let's head that way anyway, see if we can run into something else. Maybe another subgroup. I don't see any surface contacts. Okay. They exited the area. Okay, our next mission is Hoffen. We're looking for enemy Spetsnaz commandos landing from a submarine. Continue on course, we'll head back there in that direction towards Iceland. Which is kind of good because we might make our next step after that at Holy Lock to recharge our stores, so to speak. Get more torpedoes. There's a gatekeeper up there near Spitsbergen. No worries. Probably a couple of cash-ins up there. Well, here comes our submarine off of Andoya. Looks like he's the one. We're going to stage here, be on patrol off Hoffen. We should intercept him on the way in. Our MPA picked him up. And here he comes. He was coming in from the south. But we have him at bearing 282. Our heading is 295. So he's off to our left. We have a weak thermal air at 249 feet. We are at 5 knots. Our depth is 50 feet. Perfect for putting up our periscope, but we don't need to.
Con, sonar, new contact bearing 282. Designated Sierra 1.
And we never did get the tube loaded, so let's load tube 1. See if we can put an identification on Sierra 1.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
We'll get on the Russian submarines. Thinking it could be a diesel boat, but I'm not positive. Looks like a kilo.
Con sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
They don't travel alone usually, so I think there's another one around here someplace. What we'll do is we'll change course. See if our towed array can pick up another sub.
Come right to 324, helm aye.
Have a little patience. He's at 11,000 yards, so he's in perfect shooting distance. But again, I'd like to see if there's another one around. There's the kilo. Test depth is 820 feet, 120 decibels. He has quite a bit of missiles and torpedoes on board. Solution is pretty good. We could snapshot him. We'll go to fire point procedures on the kilo.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
Con, helm, steady course.
We'll activate that torpedo. And let's see what else comes alive here. In other words, I'm still waiting for another contact.
Con sonar, Sierra 1 is cavitating.
Use a little time compression.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing
Okay.
288.
Come off time compression.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 288.
Let's go to
Con,
fire
fire
control.
control, weapon acquired. Con,
There
fire
he
control,
is.
weapon countermeasure homing.
He's dropping a lot of noisemakers.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Cavitating.
Con sonar, new contact bearing
And there's our
260.
second contact.
Designated Sierra 2.
It'll be good that we get this one out of the way. Then we can concentrate on the second sub.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing
There's Sierra 2. Our
283.
towed array
Contact
did pick
breaking
him
up.
up. Reload tube 1. That looks like a foxtrot.
Con sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as submerged submarine.
And since he
Con,
already
torpedo
knows
room,
they're
tube
here,
one
we'll do a
ready.
snapshot on the foxtrot. Bearing 282, somewhere in there, 262.
Con, fire control, we've lost the
Lost
wire.
the wire. I want to maintain the wire on this, so let's try another torpedo.
Shoot 2-3. Aye, sir.
I think our first torpedo will get him, but let's make sure. Okay, we'll reload tube 2. As you can see there, the torpedo in that's sort of colored in white is the one with the wire.
Con, torpedo room,
The
tube
one in
2
green
ready.
does not have a wire. Torpedo number 3 looks like it's a little bit quicker than 2. We're using time compression. We'll get him for sure because we have 2 torpedoes after him. That's our boat.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
There he is, right where my mouse pointer went. More time compression. Let's get a little bit closer.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 260.
Okay, we'll steer the torpedo through the noisemaker.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired. Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing. Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 260.
He's trying to get away, but he won't.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired. Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
And right in the bow.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Con sonar lost contact.
Excuse me, forward
2, last
torpedo.
bearing 261. Contact breaking up.
And we can leave combat. We sunk a kilo in a backstrap. Excellent performance. See if we get a medal. Yeah, we do. Yay! Navy Commendation Medal. Okay. Now we get a peek at our next mission that we'll use, save this for, I should say. Okay, we have some subs coming through the GIUK gap. We'll do that next time. Continue on course. We'll stop the game right here and save it. Thanks again for watching. This is your Captain Salty. And next time we'll try to bring you some different missions. So thanks again for watching. Subscribe and like. It only takes a second. Thanks again. Take care.